For rising Capricorn, this eclipse season is about your money and shared money. Ketu is in your 8th house, the house of inheritance, debts, taxes, intimacy, and transformation. Rahu is in your 2nd house, the house of money, self-worth, family values, and speech. This is the axis of what belongs to others versus what belongs to you. It's about learning to build stability from your resources instead of relying on the outside support. Why these eclipses matter? Remember, they happen when Sun and Moon aligns with Rahu and Ketu, the karmic points of growth and release. They don't create random problems. They reveal weak spots and speed up change. For Capricorn Rising, the weak links are joint finances, debts, investment, and dependency on others, while growth comes through income, skills, and your own value. Since May 2025, Rahu is in your 2nd house and Ketu is in your 8th house. This period puts your focus on your own earned money while asking you to detach from unstable shared resources. The eclipses itself don't bring new themes, they highlight this axis sharply and push it forward fast. What this means for Capricorn Rising when Rahu is in the 2nd house? It will add focus, obsession, growth on the following areas of your life. Income. It will push you to earn independently. You may feel driven to start a side hustle, build savings, or finally ask for a raise. Speech. Rahu amplifies your words. You may feel more persuasive or find that your communication has more impact. Values and possessions. Obsession with material security can rise. You may need to rethink what really matters. Is it status items or long-term stability? Family. Money discussions with family may intensify. For example, arguments about property or inheritance. Ketu is in your 8th house, pointing where you will have to detach or release. Like debts and loans. All debts may resurface for closure, or you may stop relying on credit or borrowing. Shared finances. A partner's money may feel unreliable, forcing you to build on your own. Secrets and trust. Hidden emotional or financial issues may come to light. For example, discovering a partner's financial habits aren't stable as you thought. And transformation. Endings might be uncomfortable, but they push you toward independence. For example, the inheritance doesn't come through or partner's financial situation is worse, you will have to rely on your own independence. So you commit creating your own independence and security. The 2 weeks between eclipses, the lunar and solar eclipse, are the most unstable. This year, the eclipse season is happening between September 7 and September 21st. During this period, you may experience a sudden expense linked to taxes, debts, or insurance, a change in joint finances, a partner's income shift, or shared resources dry up, a family argument around money, inheritance, or values, a sudden opportunity to earn on your own through a skill or side project, emotional release around control, trust, or dependency. What to do during this period? Don't make impulsive financial moves. No risky investments or big loans during this corridor. Avoid mixing money with family if emotions are high. Observe what surfaces. Then make changes after September 21st. When we analyze eclipses or any transit of Rahu and Ketu, we also need to check the rulers of Rahu and Ketu in your own chart to see how this eclipse will affect personally you. And your 2nd house, which is in Aquarius, and it is the house of income, family values, is ruled by Saturn. If Saturn is strong in your chart, you'll build money slowly and steadily with discipline. For example, creating a long-term savings plan that actually lasts. If Saturn is weak, impatience, poor planning could block the stability. For example, earning well but overspending and never saving. Your 8th house, which is in Leo and is the house of joint finances, transformation and intimacy, and it's ruled by. If your sun is strong in a chart, you'll cut through dependency with clarity and confidence. Example, deciding to manage taxes and debts on your own instead of living or relying on others. If Sun is weak, letting go of shared resources might feel like losing security, but it's actually freeing you. Additionally, when we analyze eclipses, we need to see the big picture and analyze the two other important transits, the transit of Saturn and the transit of Jupiter. Saturn is the planet of structure, discipline, limitations. Jupiter is the planet of growth and opportunities. So, starting April 2025, Saturn is in your third house in Pisces. This forces you to build structure through communications and your skills. To grow your income, you will need steady effort like consistent writing, marketing, or sales work. For example, building a client list slowly but steadily. Jupiter is in Gemini in your sixth house. Growth and opportunities come through daily routines, service, and health. A new job, client, or project may expand your income. For example, getting a new role that improves your daily routines and adds financial stability. Together, Saturn asks for discipline in how you use skills, while Jupiter rewards you for work opportunities as long as you are consistent. So, what are the practical real-life scenarios that can happen? A partner's salary decreases and you rely on your own income. And, for example, you start a new business. An inheritance doesn't come and you realize that you have to build your own wealth. You may pay off a debt, freeing money for investments or savings. Family arguments about property push you to set clear financial boundaries. You realize relying on loans blocks stability. You commit to living with your own means. You stop hiding financial struggles and start speaking openly about financial needs. How to handle this eclipse season? Focus on earning independently. Your growth lies in what you can create. Don't rely much on partners' income, shared resources, or inheritance. Build a healthier relationship with food, possessions, and self-worth. Watch your speech. Rahu can make your speech persuasive, but also sharp. Use words carefully. Release fear about debt or loss. Your strength comes from long-term steady effort. So, Capricorn Rising, this eclipse season highlights the balance between what you share with others and what you create for yourself. If you step into your own financial power and stop relying on unstable resources, you'll find security that no eclipse can shake. And if you have planets in Leo or Aquarius, this eclipse will feel even stronger. In the next video, we will look what eclipses mean for Aquarius rising.